If you want to know how to make over $500 a week using AI, stick around for this video because I'm going to show you how you can research clients, create new websites for them, and put together a beautiful proposal package. But before we get into it, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. All of the prompts and materials that are used are going to be linked below. What's going to happen here is we're going to use AI to create a shareable proposal package that has a complete audit, brand guidelines, and a website redesign. You can package this up, reach out to a local business, and share these materials as a way to pitch them on what you can offer. And the good news is that you don't need any experience and you can use free tools to get the entire thing done. And I'm going to show you exactly how this works. Let's get into it. Our first step is to conduct research to find the best prospects for our offer. And I'm breaking in here from my kitchen because I realized that I forgot to mention we're going to be targeting local service businesses. Local services like HVAC, plumbers, electricians that are not a part of a franchise and have an active website. These are typically the lowest hanging fruit prospective clients when it comes to selling digital related services and offers. The other thing I want to mention is that even though Claude is used for this process, you can use ChatGPT or Gemini, really any popular LLM will work. You just may need to take some extra steps to screenshot websites instead of using the Playwright MCP. All right, let's get right back into it. I've created a prompt here using the grade framework that's going to instruct Claude to go out and find the top local service business candidates that fit certain criteria and then assign a prospect score for how good of a fit that candidate is for our service offering. The prompt is set up using the grade framework, which means that there's a goal, a request, an action, detail, and an example. In this case, how we want the output formatted. It will source these prospects based on specific criteria that I set up. This prompt will be included in the description. Let's paste that right into Claude and let her rip. Claude is now thinking and searching and looking for candidates, looking for local businesses in my area that fit all of those criteria. And Claude does have built-in web searching capabilities, so you do not need anything special for this. Looks like Claude has identified some strong prospects that could really benefit from our services. V-Sky Electric, Cool Pro Mechanical, a 9, some 7s and 8s in here. Let's take a look at what it assigned a 9, which would be the highest prospect on this list. All right, and it looks like we found our victim, Cool Pro Mechanical. This website definitely is a little bit busy, could use some streamlining and cleanup. A lot of options in the nav here. We're not going to go through all of that. Let's look at mobile responsiveness. Yeah, there's some issues there. Very busy. This can definitely use a modern and streamlined redesign. And that's exactly what we're going to offer, and we're going to do it extremely fast. Let's move on to the next step. For our next step, we're going to perform a full audit focused on the website that we've identified. I'm using a CRISPE prompt, and this entire process is actually spelled out in my prompt workflow guide, which is available at viableedge.com. For this prompt, Claude is instructed to use the Playwright MCP. If you need any help or guidance, I have a video on how to install MCP, as well as a guide. Both will be linked below. It's super easy and it's free, and it's an amazing capability that you should definitely give a shot. Let's go. Anytime that Claude wants to use an MCP tool, you will have to provide permission, and this happens for every chat in every session. It's not that annoying. Playwright is a collection of 24 different tools, so anytime that it wants to use one of the 24 tools within Playwright, it will ask for permission for the chat. Claude has opened a browser window, and it's using this browser window to perform a deeper analysis and audit. The audit is now complete. Let's take a look at the report side by side with the website. The report starts off with some branding elements, which we'll get into later, but let's get down to the feedback, the strategic assessment. What's working well? Strong contact information, clear service categories, trust signals, multiple CTAs, financing options. And what needs improvement? Hero section confusion. Definitely looks that way. Value proposition clarity. Yep, there's a lot of call outs here. Visual hierarchy. Yeah, that tracks. Mobile optimization. You can see right just in this example, the responsiveness is a little janky. And content organization, I agree. There's also some missed opportunities around lead capture, seasonal promotions, it's summertime, or about to be right now. process visualization, differentiation from other services. And here are strategic recommendations that are going to be extremely useful to help contextualize your proposal, all relating back to what we found in the critical assessment. In a matter of minutes, we've researched and identified great candidates for our offer. We've created a website audit for the top candidate and now have a robust report that tells us everything we need to do to improve the website and sets us up to create great branding guidelines. For the next step, I'm going to be using a version of my offer positioning prompt stack. This is free. It's a 3-framework guide that tells you exactly how to do this, and I'll link it down below in the description, along with the MCP guide and another video where I go more in depth on these specific frameworks. Let's go. Now we're going to use the RASCEF prompt to begin building our brand guidelines, starting with the positioning statement. Claude has created a really fantastic and well-formatted positioning statement. I'm not going to read it all out loud. We're going to move on to the next step, which is now using the BAB framework. And BAB means before, after bridge. Let me pull that up for you. This framework is great at building on top of the offer positioning to create a narrative arc that will then be turned into really great offer copy and a call to action. I've already built and pasted my BAB prompt into Claude. Again, more information about that can be found in the links below. Let's go. So this is a short one, and this is the expected outcome. Before, finding a reliable HVAC contractor feels like a gamble. After, imagine your home perfectly comfortable year-round. And the bridge, the cool pro difference, where 45 years of family-owned expertise meets cutting-edge HVAC technology. It's pretty good and definitely a lot better than what they had on their website. Let's take a quick side-by-side now that we have a positioning statement to compare with what they have on the website. Welcome to Cool Pro Mechanical. Let us customize your environment for optimal comfort. Since 1977, Cool Pro Mechanical has been Long Island's most trusted HVAC expert. Our positioning is much stronger than what they have on the site, and I only read the first line. Moving on to the next step, we're going to create a website redesign based on all of the great information that we generated, starting with the website audit. Again, these prompts can be found in the guides linked below, so I'm not going to spend too much time on that. I've already created my prompt, and I'm going to let her go. This is my favorite part. Claude is going to be coding an actual website redesign. And just like that, within a few minutes, we have a fully redesigned homepage that has all of the new branding copy that we've created and generated. Look at all of these callouts here, reasons to believe, value propositions, the challenge, the promise. This copy is much stronger than what they had on their original page. This is a really great foundation for putting together a proposal for selling this company a new website. And you've already done half the work. Is it responsive? That could be better, but these are easy improvements, right? Now that we've designed this from the ground up, it's going to be much easier to get this in line with best practices. Before going any further, let's just be safe and save our work. On the top right corner here, you can download this as an HTML file, and this will serve as a foundation for a full production build. Our next step is that we're going to create comprehensive brand guidelines that are going to take all of the information that we generated and present them in an organized way that can be packaged up and shared as part of the proposal. You may decide to let your prospective client keep this document as a value add and a way to warm a lead if they're not ready to purchase right now. This is work that would normally take a team a couple of weeks to get through, but I'm not going to spend time talking about the prompt. That's in other documents and videos. So I'm just going to go ahead and paste in my brand guidelines doc right here. And Claude is now creating an artifact that can be saved as a document once this is completed. Fantastic. And we have a very robust document here that goes over positioning, messaging, copy for calls to action, a guide on tone and voice, brand personality, even has hex codes for what colors to use according to what it pulled off the website, differentiators, a content strategy. This is extremely valuable for any small business that struggles with the resources that it takes to do marketing like this. Now, once this document is created, I highly recommend that, just like with the website, we save this. You can save it as a markdown and you can save it as a PDF. And for the final step, we're now going to take everything that we created, including the brand guidelines and the mock-up, and create a proposal package that can be published to the web and shared with a prospective client. Check it out. I've created a new prompt for this, which I'm going to share in the description. So I'm going to paste that prompt right in, and Claude's going to get to work on creating something that is shareable as a proposal. Awesome. Now, when you want to share this, what you can do is you can publish this directly to the web. Publish and copy the link. The link has been copied. Let's check it out. And here is our online and shareable proposal. Now, some of these look like buttons and they're not active. It might require some prompt refinement to get that right. And I think I might work on it and try this again. But you can also work on it in your time to try and get the prompt right. Or you can export this and develop it further in a tool like Cursor or Lovable. If we scroll down this proposal, we have our audit findings, what's working well, what needs improvement, what are the strategic opportunities, and we have the shareable brand guidelines with our color palette laid out, typography details, messaging and voice that comes from our revised brand guidelines, and we have all of the documentation alongside that we can package up and email in the communication as well. Similarly, you can create a shareable link of the website mockup and share that link directly as part of your proposal. Or, because these buttons don't work and lead to 404s, you can prompt those away, or you can create a video of you walking through all of this and send it to your prospective client. So this is just the beginning. There's so much more that you can do with this, and I highly recommend that you apply your own creative modifications and figure out other use cases for this approach. If you like this, please subscribe and like the video, and leave a comment with any feedback or suggestions or ideas on other similar things you'd like to see. You can also visit theviableedge.com and sign up for the newsletter, and all of the guides and supporting videos are going to be linked below in the description. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.